I'm joined by Cimmaron Gerke. Now, baseball players have spring training, football players have rookie camp, and we're going to show you what happens with rookie horses and how they develop and get ready to go to Arapahoe Park or other racetracks around the country. The Broncos have Dove Valley, and Arapahoe Park horses have the farm of Cimmaron Gerke out here in Brighton. We're standing here with Maybe a Grand, and tell us what we're going to see today, because just like a rookie who just got drafted, Maybe a Grand just went through the Silver Cup horse sale, and she's 1 year old and getting ready to race next year in 2016 at Arapahoe Park.
Yeah, we're going to get her moving around today, get her to learn how to disengage, give to pressure, take a saddle, and get on and ride her. And that's what we'll keep doing through the season, or preparing for the season, getting her into flat tack and galloping on the racetrack, and so yeah, this is her debut.
What's a 1 year old horse like compared to a horse who's ready to race? What do you need to teach them?
Oh, you need to teach them a lot of patience, a lot of just how to relax, how to accept things, teach them right from wrong, make the wrong thing hard and the right thing easy is basically the easiest way a horse learns.
And so you're like the coach teaching a rookie. What's your background to be able to do all this with the rookie horses?
I've grown up on a horse. I've probably been on a horse longer than I could walk, and I've had an extensive rodeo background. I've made 5 national finals. I've ridden bareback bucking horses. I still ride some bucking horses, not as much as I used to, but because mainly I've come into training horses, and I've just had a lot of success with starting colts and babies and getting them ready for either to be a ranch rope horse or a racehorse. So yeah, I've had quite a few years experience and quite a few head underneath me. I've probably been on over 10,000 head of horses in my life.
That's amazing. So before the horses go on to their careers, they go through you, so we'll leave you to it. The coach, the player, Maybe a Grand, and here is the first ever practice that Maybe a Grand is going to have to potentially be a racehorse at Arapahoe Park in 2016. All right, here we go.
All righty, well, first off, I'm gonna just get moving out a little bit. I use this flag, get them used to stuff like this and move out. You know, she's got a nice little stride already. Loping around there nice, pretty calm. Oh, there she's got a little fire to her. So we'll kind of just let her move out a little bit.
So her background is she's sired by Grand Minstrel. That's one of the leading sires in Colorado. And her mother, her dam, is Bees Gal, and this is the first of Bees Gal's offspring who's going to race.
Yeah, and Bees Gal had a pretty successful racing career too. So I'm kind of excited. We'll just have to see. Now I'm going to ask her to stop here in a second. Whoa. See, she listened pretty good right there. Now I'm going to move her off the other way. And I just kind of lean and I drive her with my body language. That was really good that she relaxed there and listened.
Yeah, her mother won 10 races and earned more than $100,000. So
yeah,
there's a lot of high hopes for
there is
for you.
I know Ted Townsend is really excited about this filly, so I talked to him the other day and I said, no, she's doing everything really well. Said she's got some fire in her and some fight, but that's something that you look for in a racehorse.
We've had some very good 2-year-olds at Arapahoe Park, so
yeah,
we may be looking at the next one.
Yep, yeah, the Grand Minstrel that I started for Monk Hall last year was 3rd in the Gold Rush.
Yeah, that was the $100,000 race.
Yep, so now that I got her attention, she's focused on me, go ahead and catch her. The halter, I use all rope halters, and I use a lot of tack that doesn't break and that gets her attention and teaches them, instead of like these rope halters really apply the right amount of pressure in the right spots when they're used correctly. And she knows how to move around now with the lead rope. She knows how to lunge, and so we'll lunge her a little bit. I'll go that way. Which way? See, she's kind of wanting to hit that lead rope a little bit, so see, all this softening on the ground right here that I'm doing is going to set her up to be so I can steer her once I get on her. And I'm gonna teach her how to flex and give and everything. Right now I'm gonna stop her and disengage that hind end. Whoa. Her ears are right on me, her eyes are right on me. She's really focusing good. Now I'm gonna desensitize her with this flag. And see, she knows when I ask her to move out with the flag, she knows how to do it. And then when I tell her it's all right, this flag's not gonna hurt you, I'm gonna reinforce it. And that builds her confidence in me that I'm not gonna hurt her. Now I'm just gonna throw this rope around her a little bit, do a little bit more, just kind of getting her used to stuff, getting swung around her. And so I don't overdo the desensitizing as much as I do with some other horses, with rope horses and stuff. See right there, just checking her cinch, letting her know that that's where that pressure is going to come when I put that saddle up there. So now we'll go to a saddle. I'm just going to throw this up here. I'm not going to sneak it. We're going to throw it up there, and that's the pressure right there. Now I'm going to pull it back off. That's the release. See, she was, a little excited. She didn't really know exactly what was happening, so I just put enough pressure on there for her to learn something.
Yeah, when we're in the paddock, you take for granted that the horse can do these types of things.
I think she's gonna probably play around a little bit when we ask her to step off with the saddle, just because she's a grand minstrel and they're just typical like that. But right now I'm cinching this up. I'm not gonna get it super tight yet. Now I'm gonna step back and ask her to move off here. And when I do, if she does buck, I'm gonna keep her moving and bucking until she learns that bucking is the wrong idea. She might just trot right off, or she might not. But I'll keep her close here and into me so she can't bounce off the outside of the arena. And she's giving in pretty good. She's still got some fight and being a little ornery about it, but that's just grand minstrel, baby, basically. Oh, good girl. Now I'm gonna do some more desensitizing in the saddle. Jump around, because, jockeys got to get legged up on these horses. So they need to be ready for that rider where they're in that paddock. And that's all preparing her for when my butt hits the saddle. See, she wants to move out already. That's good. That's basically what I do on the first few rides in a round pen.